Post-exertional malaise is when people experience a flare of symptoms and or the appearance of new symptoms after physical or cognitive exertion. And there's often, but not always, a characteristic 24-hour delay between the triggering event and onset of these symptoms. Oftentimes, the person wakes up the next day and can't sit up in bed. So it's quite dramatic. It's not like you feel a little bad. We use pathognomonic to mean this is the symptom that identifies the disease. If you're a healthy person and you're listening to this podcast, you haven't experienced anything like PEM, unless maybe you've had sepsis or shock. It is a pathological state where a lot of things are going wrong at once. So, what someone might experience with that characteristic delay is an increase in the symptoms that are common in ME. So, orthostatic intolerance, which is a worsening of symptoms when you go from lying down to sitting up or sitting up to standing. So, you might feel dizzy and have other autonomic symptoms like trouble regulating your temperature. You might start to shake. And a lot of people feel a difficulty initiating movement, which is not the same as fatigue. It's like you try to move and you cannot quite do it. Cognitive impairment is also very common. People often call this brain fog. And one of the more common presentations is some minor aphasia where people cannot find the word that they're looking for. And this can be pretty profound for people experiencing it, even if the patient has a large vocabulary and can hunt around quickly for some other word than the word that they want. And so, if you don't know that you have ME/CFS and you're experiencing this, you might feel perfectly fine when you're going for a short bike ride. You might enjoy it. You get home, you go to sleep, you wake up the next morning, you hit about the same time of day, and you can barely move, you can barely speak, you feel terrible. There are flu-like symptoms like fever and lymph node swelling because there's some immune activation involved in PEM. So you get a lot of those I must have caught something symptoms kicking up. So it is pretty profound.